And so we have it. The Civil War had now ended, and the United States government was encouraging its peeps to move to the West. The government had begun to give land grants to railroad companies to build railroads. They wanted to bridge the gap between East and West. In the end, 4 out of the 5 railroads, including the Transcontinental Railroad, were created to help the United States make transportation between East and West easy breezy. The United States government also passed the Homestead Act of 1862. This act let people who were looking to move west claim over 160 acres of free land. The only thing they had to do was to live on the land and develop it for at least 5 years. This in turn led to the birth of cattle ranches. The Americans seeking to move west saw the Homestead Act and the Great Plains as a fresh start and a great opportunity. They also hoped to strike it rich as they remembered the California gold rush of the 1840s and 1850s. The primary reasons for the westward expansion were opportunities to own land, a new beginning for former slaves, the dream of striking it rich with the California gold rush, the transcontinental railroad ventures in new technology, and overall adventures of moving to the West. It wasn't all pretty though. The westward expansion also brought about the Manifest Destiny, a 19th century doctrine that stated that the expansion throughout the United States was America's God-given right. Those that believed in this doctrine believed that this expansion was justified and inevitable. This invoked the Indian Removal Act and the Trail of Tears, a genocide and death walk of Indian tribes throughout the U.S. It also inspired the Mexican-American War, which was a territorial takeover of lands that were previously Mexican territories: California, Utah, Nevada, Texas, and New Mexico. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.
America say, if it was black people, where would that happen? And so they must investigate the police. And the same thing we just say a while ago before them come on the news say. And it was Black Lives Matter, the amount of dead black people that is out there in front of the Capitol. So it would have been terrible. But as I say, it's white terrorists. You know, like the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan is an American terrorist organization that has been allowed to lynch people and burn down people's house for years without any consequences. Yes, the Ku Klux Klan. Who would have known that a president would have placed America in disrepute as the leader of the so-called free world and the most powerful and richest country on earth, according to them? Who would have known that it would reach this level where the enemy was with, hey, you have a movie named The Enemy Within, you know. I'd recommend a movie there for you to watch it. The Enemy Within. This is a good example of the enemy within. And all the things them that people did feel same would have do. Last night was the ice, I don't know what I call it, ice powder cake, was the bun-up top. And the bun-up top on the cake. You know, the way there. It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, I see a whole heap of people around go America, go live. I know stop them from doing it, you know, but I don't see why I could have lived in America. I don't see why I could have lived in America. Believe you me, I have been to all the states them in America. Every state in America I've been there. More than one, more than twice. I like California in some ways and up there where, up in the Oregon there because of the whole heap of, you know, forests and everything there. But I live in them places, Rasta. No, sir. No, you know that. You understand? And me I say, even though people say opportunities is there, but you have Jamaican people who left here with them whole heap of diploma and all them something there, and them go America and drive taxi. And them go America and have to do all 3 jobs in a one day, from one subway to the next subway. You know, see it? And make up for the money where them now get from one job, them go to the next job and try to get the money. I couldn't live that way there. 9 to 5 to me is so terrible, much less if you go live 9 to when you go home, it's late and dark up. Plus when snow, when like them time of year, you know, you have to figure out your life because you have to have different suit for different times. Every 4 months, your clothes, your wardrobe change. You understand? The money is there, you know, the money is there, but you can't get $100, a $500 life in a Jamaica. And I talk about food and all them something else. You have to know that. Depending on where you eat to still. Because I tell you, say you can't carry $500 go to Coronation Market and come back with food, even though the people them sell tomato now for $800 a pound. The people them sell the tomato for $800 a pound. It's a little more now. Them go give to it. You know, see, them go give the tomato them, you know, because I never know in my life say tomato in a Coronation Market, you know, but I talk about in a uptown supermarket, you know. Because it's still the same way in the uptown supermarket, you know. Yeah. But me never know, say, when I live to see that Coronation Market, you ask a woman, how much a pound for your tomato? She just gleefully say, $800 a pound. And you say, weird. That me sit up beside my lady and I say, here, that $800 a pound. I say, you mad? I don't love tomato so much because it's $800 a pound, Rasta. Believe you me go and live laugh with that and allow that until it come back round. But food, you can't get food in a Jamaica just like that if you want to. You know, people tend not to want to do certain things. You know, that's why I say I hope people are walk up and down on the road. It's not that we're not in sympathy with a whole heap of people who is not working. But when you see people strong and healthy, and a bully you for money, then know it make you have a bitter taste in your mouth. You know, like a bully you know, Rasta. Like, I'm father, what you can do for me? I mean, I say, but what you do for yourself? You see, you're going like you love poor people, you know. I say, what is? What is? You know much things me I forgot you. Forget little money. Eh? Even if we fly out here, we can't fly out here now. Even if we fly out, if we go over, we over so. If we go get some money. You know the things that you have forgot you. You know, Bush Band and have a tune, them say the glamour and the glitter and them think are better roses. A whole heap of people believe say when you left here, you know, and I go up on a tour and all them things, they think they're better roses. You know, they don't understand where you have forgot you. But in all of that, we recognize how important it is that we see America for what America is. America, you know, them say the other man grass always look green until you go to the other man grass and you realize it's bush. Bush it there with, you know. And this is a good example of America. Because what Donald Trump has been able to do is to bring out the core of America's society that has been there for hundreds of years when them go there and kill off the Native American them and put them on places like reservation. A famous movie star named John Wayne, who them have a statue of him in a airport in California. John Wayne say him don't see black people and Native Americans as qualified to do anything. So them shouldn't hold on upon no land. Them too greedy. And them they go teach the people them land, and them tell you now, say you greedy for have the land, you know. You want more land. And now them take with the land, you know, and the Native American don't have no land. The Native American have to do some very weird things to find something for do now. That's why them say the biggest suicide rate is amongst the Native American them. You know, see, because the conditions of Native American living in them little, what them call them, SUV, not SUV, when I say SUV, where the trailer, Yeah, the trailer home them. Man, I go to California, man, I go down, not even California, I go down Arizona Rasta. And there's a whole heap of them there. And me I tell you, say, me I say, there are them people that did own America. You know, so from me I go America, me never say a family of Native American that walk in a Manhattan yet. Manhattan, the main place in America where them call commercial area. Manhattan is an island, you know. How much people know say Manhattan was sold for $25? The biggest real estate scam ever. Manhattan, that place everybody want to go fashion this and fashion clothes and fashion clothes, where all the Jews them have them jewelry store. Yes. Fifth Avenue, 6th Avenue, all them avenue there. The jewelry store them is owned by the Jews. You know, see it? How them get for own all these things? Where is the Native American, the true owners of the land, is cooped up on reservation? And when them try to kill off the Native American, them put smallpox in a day blanket and distribute it to the Native American. Them, you hear me say? It's a little conspiracy theory me attack, you know. Them put smallpox, white people put smallpox in a the blanket them and distribute it to the Native American to wipe them out. And now the Native American them have to fight for just to get a little piece of land. What's the dilemma of white people in America and the situation where them create in America and now control America and call everybody else alien? So you Mexico, and if you don't know this, let me tell you this. Mexico, which is where Donald Trump say the people them are this, that, drug sellers and murderers and all them something there. Mexico was once America. It was California, Texas, Mexico, all of them places there was California one time. And them separated and part it up. Because you know Spaniards come, English come, and everybody get piece of this and piece of that and cut up this and cut up that. And then them have a thing where them call the Civil War between the North and the South. One claim British sovereignty to maintain the Queen or the King, and the other one said no, we want to be Republic for Lego the Queen, just like what we are talking about just now, the King. So them have a civil war, and then them call the ones them who did a fight down at the South, them call them Confederate. So them have them different flag, red with an X in the mid-light with blue and white stars in it. So them create a kind of colony that also maintains slavery. You know, see it? So while slavery was being abolished further north, these people in the South was maintaining slaves, or Africans, who them claim a slave. There was a woman named Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was fighting, and her fight was to move Africans out of that area, more north. And she was able to free hundreds of slaves of Africans to the part where them says freedom, the freedom line. And she herself said, I could have freed many more if only they knew they were slaves. Imagine that. She said, I have freed many slaves, and I could have freed many more if only they knew they were slaves. Harriet Tubman, not me, I make it up. So when the North and the South fight, and then the South, the Confederates, them lose the war, because them even have black people in the war too, you know. Them call the black people them Buffalo Soldiers. The Buffalo Soldiers, them was fighting even Native American them. The Buffalo Soldiers, the black people them in America who was seen as not human beings who couldn't vote, was fighting on the side of the white people them to kill off the Native American them. So when you hear Bob Marley sing the tune about Buffalo Soldier, it's a joke business. He was on the wrong side of history when him sing. As a matter of fact, it's not even him right, it's still, you know. It's not even a better right. Why husband write it? What should name again? Him the other day too. Anyway, they was fighting that even one of the chief of the Native American them, when them have the meeting with one of the Buffalo general them, him say, oh, you fight. We's not your enemy. But guess what? They're going to treat you worse than how them treat we. When you done them fight, them going to treat you worse than them treat we. This is argument from the Native American talking to one of the Buffalo soldiers. I ups them. 3/5 of a human being, no right to vote. In the 1960s, yeah. In the 1960s, you did have black toilet and white toilet in America. That means you can't imagine that toilet, you know. Them segregate the toilet, them. Like you really want to go in that toilet where white people use, you know. It's like, don't come in that toilet, it's for white people only. You see, if you ever go in that toilet there, them hang you, lynch you, and cut off your testicles. Because it has been shown, hey, them things, I don't know, when I just start, them things, because we want to make mischief, you know. It's historical reference we are dealing with. You know, them used to cut off most of the Africans, them, who them called slaves, that was lynched in America. You know, say, them cut off the testicles of the African, them, and carry it home as souvenir. This is not me I say that, you know, this is historically true. That them cut off the testicles of the man, them. There's something about white man and them inadequacy as opposed to black man and them powerness. You know, if there's such a word as powerness. But back to the story, that these soldiers who fought, as calling themselves, well, people call them the Buffalo soldiers, was not better off because them fight and also help to win the war for these people. They were still in bonds and shackles and slavery and was treated like still 3/5 of a human beings. And as I say, in the 1960s, them still have toilet. We are talking about segregational toilet. You know, there are many stories where a black man was passing the house or the yard of a white woman, and she was hanging her clothes, her underwear them upon the line. And the black man passed and looked upon him, and them catch the black man and lynch him. Say my loss after the white woman panted them. Lynch him. Anyway, them can't lynch them lynch, you know. Them lynch upon a bridge. You know what picture me have of people. I have a book in there where a man sent me, you know, Rasta, the lynching of the black people, them, you know. Every page upon it have a lynching picture upon it, you know, which show you how them lynch the man, them, you know. And in the 70s, 80s, yeah, remember the white man, them, we did grab the youth and throw a rope around him and tie him upon them van and dry him upon the ground, you know. No. So we see the virus of racism exists in America from them time till now amongst indigenous people, black people, Native American, there's something about white people and black people that them just look upon we like we are not human being. Now you have liberal white people now. Liberal white people now, them fight for human rights. According to them, they fight for human rights. No. Why we are say all of that? Why we are say that? We are say all of that for come up to Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump is why I hear upon CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, the word white supremacy, where I never used to hear upon them channel yet. I never hear them call the word white supremacy on them channel yet until Donald Trump come. Donald Trump bring out the virus, the racist virus that was in America for all these years. And then bring it to mainstream. And that was part of last night. Because anyhow, I can bet me life on this. Anyhow, it was Black Lives Matter, do what them do last night. You know, see how much black people dead in the front of the Capitol. Anyhow, Black Lives Matter did carry out such a thing. Dead life worries that they're on the ground. But guess what? There's something wrong with what happened last night. What wrong is that the police them allow the people them for going at the Capitol. And them allow them for going at the Capitol building, them open the door and make them because them and say them never have enough people. Them never. Where was all these police? Where was all these soldiers? Where was all the people them who could have stopped the people them from going at the thing? That is really where we would have asked the question. If I did the America, I'd ask this question. How come the thing did so loose? And this is the capital. You know, them are guard the capital. And the people them, all the major players in the American government was in that building when the man them invaded. That them have to take cover. You see the man, you see the Congress people, them are duck. And the FBI, them a draw, them a tunnel, them gone and I know them gone and tunnel. Them tunnel, they end up all over next part. Yeah, man, them tunnel, they serious tunnel, them, you know. You know, me and Cabo and Tony Rebel, and Yasso Safari and Youth and Green, when they are Ethiopia, you know, we go to one place. And them say, this tunnel, and it said this tunnel lead to over there. So me look, I want to see me see way over there. So you know, I say, hey, all right, we'll go down in there. You so we take the thing and I go down the torch thing and I walk going at the tunnel. Me just start breathe hard. Like me have asthma, you know. And I breathe hard and I say, watch you know, Rebel. Just take me right, I saw. Take my picture right, I say, you know, I come out of this place, you know, because. But you see, you know, if gunman did a roll me down, you know, you could have deal with a roll through it, you know, that's that. Would have roll through it, you know, but the ear in there was so tight that you can hardly breathe. You understand? Well, you see them tunnel they were in Washington, will lead from the capital, go in the other places. You can't do it without come on the road and end up at a certain place, you know. The way them build the city, you know. You see, well, that me see last night play out, you know. It play out last night where, yeah, I well, you know, say, me I listen to the news a while ago. I hear the news person who read the news. I say a man in America say, if it was black people, where would that happen? And so they must investigate the police. And the same thing me just say a while ago before them come on the news say. And it was Black Lives Matter, the amount of dead black people that is out there in the front of the Capitol. So it would have been terrible. But as I say, it's white terrorists. You know, like the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan is an American terrorist organization that has been allowed to lynch people and burn down people's house for years without any consequences. Yes, the Ku Klux Klan. And them still alive because you see them last night. You see them last night. Can you believe that, man? The man them have the Confederate flag in the House of Congress, in the Capitol. Them go in the Capitol with the Confederate flag. A man in Nancy Pelosi office a cock up him foot. If you ever hear them interview with him say, it's amazing though because them people they never have no mask, so you know, see the whole of them gone to jail. Yeah, because America no ramp with them thing there now, with facial disguise, you know, facial ID. From them put you in the computer, so you just say information will come up, information will come up. So them find out the man say him come from Arkansas, one of them place there. And him talk about why him do it. White cock off him foot palace follows the death. And a whole heap of them is like some little Cunan people, you know, Cunan, a lot of people don't even know where I talk about. But Cunan is a group of people where project a whole heap of the conspiracy where we hear even black people come up with too. Yeah, them have spread a certain conspiracy where them also in the government, them in the government of Donald Trump, where a whole heap of the conspiracy we hear people have spoke about the place, where African people have spoke about the place, originate from these people who call themselves Cunan, Q-A-N-A-N, that's the spelling of the word. So, Donald Trump bring off a thing last night, him have a rally, and him say, you know, so we have to go to this. Listen up, at pick, and catch my special part draw up next. We have to go through that. You know what I mean? We're going to come forward to this because it's very important, because what is the implication for Jamaica in all of this, and how the government in Jamaica view we are going in America. Our baby Trump seat, you know, a kind of overview of what took place last night and early in the morning when somebody had gone to bed. Very, very serious thing. But we still don't have our problems. That is the thing now. We have our problems, and most people don't see how that are going to affect them, but guess what? It might affect we drastically. Because you know, say, if them sneeze, we catch cold. Yeah, if America sneeze, we catch cold, you know. So anything we go on in America, we're so near to them, I 1 hour and 18 minutes from here, so go to Miami, you know. And Miami full up, Miami and Fort Lauderdale full up a Jamaican. It's like a Kingston, not a number. Not to mention all Brooklyn and inner Queens and Bronx. You know? So we're going to watch and see what going to happen. This take off the whole feeling of COVID. But speaking of the COVID, you know, say more people dead during the year from bullet. From bullet. More people get murdered in Jamaica than where COVID kill. I mean, like, me talk about like 5 times more people, 4 times more people dead. So if COVID killed 300, you multiply that 3 4s at 1,200, and you still not get how much people get murdered. So meanwhile, the government will look about COVID. What happened to the crime rate? What are they doing with the 200 guns that come in the island every month, according to the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security? What happened to those guns? Where are they? How come them not tell we say them find 20 guns this month and 30 guns next month? When I hear about that, the reason because them not finding them. Them not finding them, the gun them up on the road, and new gun come in. You can't believe that. A new gun come in, you know. Then you know so much killing a go on. You know so much killing a go on. The man them can't bother with one shooting again, you know. You sit down and play domino, you sit down, you catch a play draft a bar, and them a look for a man, them just shut up the whole place. And most of the time the man would them a look for a getaway. Bridge a fall. The bridge is falling. If you learn from history, you realize one empire not stay forever. Never, ever, ever. You remember Greece and Rome and Great Britain. You know, great again, you know. So they are struggling now. You know, America. Where next? Maybe Jamaica. I don't know. Maybe Jamaica. So here we are saying now. At the first program for the year, Stepping Rays at the first program. I don't remember how much years we are coming on, almost 7 years. 6 years or so. New to Cutting Edge. Cutting Edge, God, at the 30, I think. New to Cutting Edge. So here we are now. We're going to open the phone. A long time we don't do that. And the reason why we don't love open is that you have some caller there where them carry the program going way over there, so and you really want to stay over here, so But we're going to take a chance and work the phone. You understand? If we don't get the phone call, we just go and do the music and play and say what we are saying without feeling away, you understand? But yeah, we're going to work the phone. One yell up all the youth them who listen to the program them and call me back and say, Muta, why you make me a plant, Rasta? And I say, me love that. Yeah, man, them say, Muta, you make me a plant, We give thanks to that, say the word gone out there and the word take unto itself flesh. So we give thanks for that because we know, say, if we not do it, we don't know how to do it because planting is part of life. We say it all the while. How can a man be eating 3 times a day and never took nothing out of the ground yet? He's waiting on somebody to feed him continuously. Him not leaving nothing there for somebody come pick. Just like how a whole heap of people pick ackee and none of them plant the ackee tree. And them reap it and them never sow it. Same way with the pear tree them. People sell pear for all $500 for one. And them no plant no pear tree. Same thing with the breadfruit tree them. You understand? So we say, we give thanks for all the one them who decide say, them are going to choke something in the ground. If evil, how small it is. Because I tell you a little 8 by 8 ground, I mean, if you fog up a little 8 by 8 dirt, and plant pop chow in it, trust me, you have to give away some, I tell you that. You have to give away some because you can't eat up so much pop chow. Same thing with callaloo. If you have a little, just walk 4 times one way and 4 times the other way. And just make a square and just dig it up like, mulch it up and everywhere there and put some callaloo sucker in it. And see if you one can eat up the whole of the callaloo there. Because callaloo is a thing, the more you cut it, the more it spring out, Yeah, man, callaloo. The more you cut it, the more it spring. And one each you get off of one stalk of callaloo, You get enough eat off of one tree off of stalk callaloo. So, Sunday breakfast, coming a whole heap of people, especially poor people, they don't like them callaloo for them dinner. Callaloo is a good food. Whole heap of chlorophyll and iron and all them something there, so it's dark. Good food. Want to learn to eat callaloo. Not only for them Sunday breakfast. And go like say, you eat callaloo for your dinner, you're poor. You see some people eat bully beef. Some people eat bully beef and white rice. That's worse than eat callaloo. Worse. Worse, you can't make a pepper pot soup with callaloo and not put no food in there. Just scallion, thyme, pepper, callaloo. And greater all the coconut put in there, even though maybe all the old people don't want greater coconut again. All them things that we have to look on. So may I say, this year, we have to start the year with a thinking that we have to put something on the ground. We have to. Everyone in my voice here now, have to really think about it and say, some should have really put that thing in the ground. Not to satisfy me, because I may have said, but to satisfy yourself. It's nice when you plant all pumpkin. When you plant all pumpkin and the pumpkin have an half dozen pumpkin, and you call your friend and say, boy, look how much pumpkin me get. And you can cut a pumpkin and give your brethren. Yeah, man. We have to look at it that way there. Anyway, we're going to take a call. Yeah.
Happy New Year, my brother Muta.
Give thanks. Happy New Year to you too. Yeah, man.
I say when me hear you talk about the tomato, you know, one Muta with me phone line. You know how much I found for tomato today? $100.
How much? $1,000?
$100. Tomato no for market today.
You see what I mean? And that I show you, And that I show you.
Tomato, lettuce, popcorn.
Wait there. Stick up in. Coronation Market has sell tomato for $100 a pound.
100 and some nice big pretty one, 150.
You know, Christmas morning, it was $800 pound, you know.
I mean, I tell after me then I eat now then time there.
Me too. Whenever I eat, don't too. Because my lady asked me, oh, me not bring home no tomato. Me I say, bring home much tomato. They better allow that till next time.
Mr. Lettuce, $20 a pound wholesale and also pop chow.
No, hold on. Wait there. Which market you go?
Coronation market, guys. Then time I hear every Thursday me go buy gungo me a shell now.
Oh, wait there, you go to Coronation market and get lettuce for $20 a pound.
Wholesale price, like you buy for go sell back, $20.
Not for call Jackie.
Me buy lettuce $50 a pound, fresh and pretty and nice, and I don't walk over nothing.
You serious?
Full of things in there today. Yeah, I see.
I couldn't sell it. I couldn't sell it. The green one with them pick. Anticipate it, never sell.
Ripe and yellow one, and them come like a colored one too.
Yeah.
That's out in the market today.
You know, so to that means a weekend, and them give them away. That means by weekend, them eat away. Yeah, I have to go down to Friday and Saturday then.
Much in there for this morning. Come and reach a market little after 6. That's why me go early.
You hear that, people?
I want Mutabaruka before, like, I didn't talk about the tomato.
I remember say, go to Coronation Market and you get tomato for 100. Hey, when you say 100, I think $1,000 you talk about.
No,
I know people say 100 $100 pound.
Some people. Yeah.
So it dropped 700%.
Me say, yeah, man, I'm a friend when me see it this morning. Yeah. Tomato.
Some can go so. In a 1 week. No, me say some can go so in a 1 week. 100 from 800 to 100.
All right. Look for now, gungo now. When it come up in a Christmas, how much am I selling for? Everywhere you turn in a market, $100 a pound.
Gungos are all over the place. Green gungo, you talk about.
Yeah. All green bean last week, $100 a pound.
All right, for couple months, them did not sell yam for $300 a pound. How much am I selling for now?
I see yam selling there for $50 this morning.
No, yeah. I remember. You're serious?
Serious as a judge, I'm not lie.
I better buy yam still, you know, but yam I sell for $50 a pound from $300.
Yellow yam, 50. The dearest yam I see in there sell this morning, a sweet yam. And if I'm in a last year, the commander sell sweet yam for $200 a pound. But then I like them big and pretty, man.
And now them give each hour. $50 a pound. $50 a pound them reach.
50. No, them still sell the sweet yam for $200. That idea is yam, I see.
Oh.
Yellow yam.
So what happened to the yellow yam and pum yam and all them yam there? What happened to them?
$50 a pound for yellow yam, I tell you. Yeah.
I tell you.
Things come down in a market.
No, that don't come down. That go under.
In a market, me go today. One, and them I say, are the farmer them come in and sell out the things them. But me I saw so much van park up in and say you can't get nothing with yard can't pass in other way there.
Oh, the farmer them I sell. It come in upon them, man. It come in upon them. The food come in upon them now. So we have to find a way. Them not have no hotel to sell it.
Plenty.
Yeah, them not have no hotel to sell it.
Yeah, man, plenty.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the information there. Thank you for the information there.
You know, yeah, my brother, I'm blessed up. Jackie.
No, hold on there. Let me talk to you a little. Yeah. You know, say your yard no have no dirt in there, you know.
I plant callaloo and I eat, I plant melon and I eat, I plant pumpkin and I eat. I had pick much gungo off of my tree yesterday.
In your bedroom you plant?
Still go buy, and I plant.
In your bedroom you plant?
Much plant now for my tree already, eh?
Yo, in a bedroom you plant? In your bedroom?
Yeah, no matter where me plant it. I plant and I eat.
Come, we don't see dirt in your yard, you know.
See there?
Hey.
So, I'm a gungo tree.
That's beautiful. Me love that. Me love that, man. Me love that. woman, I love that.
I have plantain, I have banana, I eat from them. I say right now I have a nice and a plant my shoot.
All right.
I feed myself too.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Give thanks, yeah?
Yeah, man. All right. Bless up
All
yourself.
right. I tell you. Yeah. $100 pound for tomato.
Yeah, motor.
All right, blessed man.
Yeah, call out of the Banana Republic, yeah.
Which part of the Banana Republic now? Tell me.
In Massachusetts.
A Banana Republic that?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I will tell me St. Mary.
Yeah.
I think I St. Mary that will tell me.
Yeah.
I think I will tell me St. Mary.
No, I don't say there. We're the big Banana Republic.
But your brethren, no make no brethren get out some man and match up the people in place.
Yeah, man. I'm boss, man. I tell you, I'm boss that. Rate the man to tell me fool.
But yeah, that's him told everybody, yes. Everybody who rate him fool. Everybody who rate him fool, some fool.
Yeah.
I tell you.
The man is a gift from God.
Oh, you a gift from God?
The little man bring him phone to me and I trim blast. I say, look, man, I bring up a song and I show me, say, God send a man to come rule the country.
Then, you're the evangelist, you never read it what the evangelists them say. You never listen to what the evangelists them are saying in America.
Yeah, but something like that, the evangelist in a show it, and the man will work around me, I bring it to me and I show me.
Yeah, but them know them are recant for what them did I say. A whole heap of them are recant for what them did I say, just like a Republican them. A whole heap of Republican are ease off, you know.
Yeah, but the whole enough people, you see, a set of people where you see believe in a Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
One of the first things you can do, you know, is tell them the truth, you know.
Them don't know people who lose as a teacher. I think 2 weeks ago, I talked about a teacher who the student, the little baby go a school and I talk about Santa Claus and the teacher tell him, say, there's no Santa Claus. And the student go back home and tell them parents, say, teacher tell me, say, there's no Santa Claus. The family just go down there and immediately the teacher get fired. The teacher get fired immediately. Eh?
Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, I just a joker thing. Me, some man be up there, I'm just sit back and look and smile.
Of course.
And say, John, the people of Venezuela are supposed to say, Rockavia.
They're supposed to laugh. Look on that. They're supposed to laugh, man. I will if a place, I will if a country, I don't go Venezuela. I will if a country, every country America going on. Them disturb the people, them about the election and who them to vote for, who them not to vote for.
Yeah, man, that's serious thing, man. We know the history. Me see that as a youth, you know. I remember in the 80s when me a little boy, I see certain things, you know. I see some white man run up and down in East Kingston where we never see it, and then we see people boom up cave and them thing there. But we see as little youth. Remember when me there in my house and I see the little figure there when my mother have on her dresser shape when the man them a boom up the cave them up a work ahead.
Yeah.
So me I talk from first-hand experience.
No, I try to get out certain people undesirables.
You see it. Yeah, but and at the same time, for a different topic, I see my people them out of East Kingston and stop killing off them one day for no reason.
Well, I know in East Kingston, you know, brethren. Everywhere, you know. Everywhere.
But one thing we can tell a big man. You see, a big man, if you think he's a big man, any man will introduce you to illegal firearm. It will become a pain in your side if after you're dead.
Of course.
Out of those guns go ever catch somebody in your family. Never you introduce children, fitness to gun, to illegal gun. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
Every group where you farm, every gang where you farm, it will splinter up.
You know, so them shoot a brethren. Them shoot a brethren yesterday. We belong to a gang where it was from how much years ago? From in the early 2000s. And it looked like him did their prison and them give him a parole.
Yeah, read it in the paper.
And them come out now and them fire shot for them and shoot other people.
So these people, they don't understand these people. They don't understand the finality of death. How to enjoy life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a miseducation. We need the education system is crappy. And baby Trump, they don't have a clue to what go on.
Don't have a clue.
I don't know where I'm going to know. People like that when I'm going to bed. Because they want me to take on a job like that. They couldn't sleep. We know say me are the leader to somewhere and them things they go on. They couldn't sleep.
But you know, baby Trump and him cousin. Them talk about how much time them talk about state of emergency for crime, this crime, that crime, this crime, that.
It can't fix crime, man.
It can't fix. It not fix. Them not have no impetus to fix it. You know see? Because them have this brother you know, Minister of National Security, him and the Deputy Prime Minister, Fim constituency, gonna clap down there like wow. Look at St. James. Wow.
Them not, but, you know, Jamaica is fast to becoming a field state, you know. Because all the media house, them see all them do a promote fear, like nonsense and propaganda. Them not know so them about a responsibility to develop the society in a way where make it livable for people. Because all them promote are some little foolish.
Yes.
All them promote. All them newspaper, media house, some little cartoon business, man. You see the love of the dollar still and this capitalism, we race to the bottom. And that's a kill way. We race their profit, and we're going to fall short of what we are looking for. But then we move down, I beg you them out of East Kingston. Hold it. It don't make no sense you kill off a man where your mother and father used to go to school together. And you and him used to play when you're a little picnic. A joke, I think that.
And you and him could have all the same girl too. You and him all sleep with the same girl too.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? Two of them could have the same baby mother too. And still a kill off on the one that
and that's why there.
You kill your picnic brother, father.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah, man.
You kill your picnic real father.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes you kill your pit the real father, and I know the cause him the real father make you kill him as something else.
Yeah.
But most of them want big up Starry and Fireball and Larky Sprat, all of the big man them out of his Kingston when we say on the day from a long time and
hold it.
You have some man up for Edmonton and listen to you up Edmonton, Canada, more and big them up too. So, big up the whole of yourself here, sir, and make we keep the unity, because you have to know, sir, kingdom arise and kingdom fall. So we have to
kingdom fall and kingdom rise. That's true, that's what it goes. That me just say a while ago. Yeah, man, give thanks, brethren.
Bless up yourself.
Yeah,
man, cool.
You know, the other day, I ball out and say, boy, I come like say, no, instrumental music now, make again. I think last week Thursday we said when I play the ska and all them something there, I said, but no instrumental music now make again. Lo and behold, Friday I looking at my email and I say, Dean Fraser, Artie Bella. Yes, Dean Fraser, coming from Penthouse. Yes, hello?
Yeah, greetings, Muta.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man, Mr. Kirk. The CM, you would say that speak to upper my uncle when the phone did damage.
Oh, the mechanic, brother. The mechanic.
The AC man.
The AC man?
The AC you when I tell us when I share the thing on Instagram.
Yeah, they're not mechanics. In a car you did that show me.
Yeah, we pull on the cars them.
Oh, that may have
to. It's a part of mechanics still, but the auto AC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I hear them. Yes. So you start at 16-year-old.
Yeah, we start.
Your own business.
Start off my own business at 16-year-old. I made a tell us say, I learn it from me. I got from sixth grade in a primary school. We used to come from school, from work. Come from school at evening time and go straight to work and learn a trade. So, me that tell us, say, I'm going to call upon a program one day and so we can inspire some youth to continue to do what they do, even though
Okay.
them in a rough, the journey rough, and them in a spot where them feel like, say, them never reach it, them never reach nowhere based on how things are go, because I say most of the time we are do the right thing and people make it look wrong because you now blossom right away. You understand me?
People give up.
Yeah, people give up on things. So I just as I say, we can put it on the ear and make the people them know, say.
No, you're the on the ear, you know. You're the on the ear.
Yeah, man, I know I'm the on the ear. So we are make the people them and the youth them know, say, watch out. It's always a better way more than just pick up violence and them things and get mixed up in our things where they not get mixed up in our, because they might not get mixed up today, but down in the future, if you continue that seed the way you sow, at some point it's going to start growing. You understand me? So, you know, the start of when I used to go to school and leave from school at evening time, learn a trade, coming up, developing it, and at 16-year-old, decide to I'm going to do my own little thing. And at the time, starting and do my little thing, I look at you them time, that 16-year-old, got German school when I was 17. And I'm coming up, a whole heap of time, we decide to it come like me, I got stop. Because we now get the encouragement from really the body to keep on pursue what me I do, because them see the thing really start blossom. You understand me I say?
Yeah.
So me have to just continue, and then I try to buy some AC book, I'm a read, I'm a practice. So me I say, sometimes the thing not start big one time, but sometimes all you have to do is just make the first step.
Yeah.
You understand me? The first step, and then I try to figure out the way, and then I want help to ask the help. But one hour don't fall as people who don't ask for help in certain local areas where sometimes it's not nothing big, you know. Sometimes the help not to be big enough, but the information where you get, far.
So who you did ask for help?
Well, actually, you know, we never really get the help from that tools or so, you know, but what we try to do, you know, we used to have some Rasta bridging, you know, when we go around, you know. And based on reason and talking and the treading where the man them go through and them thing there and see where them come now and see the respect where them get. It show me, say, me can just continue to do what I do. So all of it, I just the encouragement, but never get no help from no politician, nobody at all, really. I just inspire me to people, I do things, and I say, yo, but them people start from small and them get big in them thing now. So actually, if me start from small, one day we can actually, the thing can manifest, because it's a race, you know. And sometimes the race run and a man reach finish line first. It not, you know, mean say now I reach the finish line, you know. You understand me? Yeah, so all of them things, all of the youth them out there, they feel like say them want to give up and you know them look for skill work. All they have to do is just try to learn more in their skill.
How much year old is? How much year old is?
I'm 32 now.
32, I start at 16.
Start at 16, I really have much idea what me I do.
Yeah, so you have 16 years experience in this now.
Yeah, 16 years exactly.
How much people employ? How much people employ now?
Well, we have 3 youth around me right now where we employ. But we a lot of youth come through my school. But Muta, me not a joke youth, you know. You see when youth come and learn trade, when me I give information, them have to make sure them are grasp, you know, because watch you know. You have some youth will come round to say them a learn trade. Because them see how do something and say them want to come and learn it. But somewhere down the line, sometimes them lost it because watch you know. You have a man who never do nothing in a film life yet. I go see all the youth to learn trade and I say, yo, a trade you learn over there, so? You so much work your boss to do? How much money your boss give you? How much this, how much that? And that man never work a day in his life. And the youth sit down and start free them things. So you easily get corrupted, you know.
Yeah, a true man.
They're not patient enough for just know, say, yo, you know, say, the boss of me I work with him start out worse than me, because some of them youth, no matter how you pay them fun time and deal with them might deal with quick money. Friday come, Friday you get the best out of them, you know, the rest Monday come everybody no want to work. So I have to deal with the serious people then.
So let me ask you a question now. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
All right, now that you reach this or no, you expand?
Exactly this. You know, so honestly, if I can get a bigger space, I would like to expand. Space is the hardest thing to get. And if I can expand, I could employ even more youth to come in, and with serious youth we really want taking in the trade work, because even in this time now, trade is one of the work that's one of the jobs that's always there. You understand me? Trade, farming, all of them jobs where people they kind of look down upon, and it must say people are kind of
of course, like all farming. People that look down for farming one time now, see Tapsi Kaiki and Aiki Taiti decide to them go plant.
Get them on dirty. Even with mechanic work, nobody never used to want to get them on dirty grease.
No.
It like, what
they want to go in the office.
Yeah. And one of the biggest corruption we can go on in a motor, one of the biggest things we must go on at school is career day. See that day they call career day? It's very prejudice because watch you know. If a man not just a film son or film daughter in a lawyer or doctor thing, not going for them, you know. You know, see now you come see them a farmer, you know, you come see them as a mechanic, you know, see them something in a career day at school.
No.
You see people in a doctor, nurse,
liar,
etc. Yeah. So it's like all of them things. Sometimes the youth have the potential for really.
Yeah. And food, like sorry about that, youth. Music. Warnington Son. Yes, yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, man. There is a situation that I really want to talk to you about. There was a demonstration from an institution in Maypen yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a peaceful demonstration.
What am I demonstrate about?
Well, they partner with the Archers, and they receive a letter of closure. They're withdrawing their partnership.
The Archers are withdraw partnership with who?
With the school.
With school? What's the school name?
Meadowland Center of Excellence.
Okay.
And we think that the withdrawal will affect the training because the school depend on Archers partnership in order to function.
So why them I withdraw the partnership? Why them I draw it?
Well, listening to the 12 o'clock news today on TVJ, right? They are saying that the reason for them to withdraw the partnership because of an audit report. There was an audit report that done on the 28th of October.
Mm.
And the school have not received an audit report.
And them found discrepancy? The audit report and them found discrepancy?
We don't know because the school haven't received an audit report. And now they are saying based on audit report, they're willing to withdraw the partnership.
So let me ask you now, the audit report, them used to give it to the school.
Yeah, they came to the school.
No, may I ask you, is the first time I'm going to do an audit report?
First time, yes.
Then, so that means that no means that two them not get the audit, two them not get the school, that no means that the audit report not there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, why the school didn't receive an audit report? Because we are in a partnership with them. With a contract.
Yeah. So who go to them and ask them for the audit report? Who go to them?
There are several emails that were sent to various sectors of the trust.
And what was the reason why they never give them? Why the reason why they never get the audit report?
Well, I tell you, there was some personal issue with a manager. Yeah, and I think that is the main point where they're coming from.
Personal issue with a manager and who?
Huh?
The personal issue with the manager, who them have the personal issue with?
The manager and the coordinator have some personal issue.
Male or female? The coordinator?
Female.
Okay.
And since then, there's a lot of breach letters and end up to an audit being done at the facility. And when the audit was done at the facility, we were told that within a couple of days they will come out, because the auditors were saying to us that it's not their intention to close any facility.
Yeah.
But they do, if there's any irregularities, right, they will come and show where we are falling short or things that we should have done.
So how long ago them say that? How long ago them say that?
When they came on the 28th of October.
And up to now you don't hear back from them?
And up to now we don't hear back from them. And now somebody from the trust are saying in the news that we have listened to today, that based on audit report, that's why
them find discrepancy.
Yeah, they are pulling away from the partnership.
Well, I would have suggested say you talk to Art.
Hello, we have tried so many.
To talk to Art.
That's why we end up have to go on the street. We demonstrate
yesterday. Art now listen. No.
Yeah, because there are some other underlying issues that we question and try to get answers for, and they refuse from giving us answers. So I think they want to close us out, so to shut us up.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, because it's art. Art is a government thing, and if you go to them,
exactly,
and them no answer, and none the group will demonstrate. We still don't have a meeting about what is the possibility of discrepancies existing there.
It was students that demonstrated, students and teachers were demonstrating.
No, when I say if the teachers them sit down and have a meeting, find out if really a discrepancy there's somewhere amongst the teacher them, amongst the school.
They refuse to have any form of dialogue with us.
No. Who refused to have the dialogue?
Members of the archers.
No, I'm talking about it. No, who is a demonstrate? Who are demonstrate?
The teachers. And
no, that may I ask you if the teachers them sit down and check out for themselves, for them audit, to find out if there's any discrepancy there.
Yes.
And them not find none.
Right, that's what we are saying. We are saying the reason why we cannot get a report is because there is no discrepancy.
Okay.
That's what we are saying. Yeah. So for them to say that there are discrepancies now, we need to know. And that is not forthcoming.
Okay.
Yes.
So what the member of parliament for your area? Who are the member of parliament?
Mr. Michael Henry.
You go to him?
Yeah, we spoke to him.
No, man, if you go to him, I'm not about phone call.
No, only by phone. He sent a representative here.
I want to what the representative say?
Well, he's saying that we should write a report. And we are in the process of doing so.
Only in the process of writing a report. I think so. We should have a face-to-face meet with the member of parliament. That's what I think we should have done.
Well, we invite him to a meeting. And he said...
And him send a representative.
Yes.
Yeah, when you go to him then, since him can't come to no go to him.
Yeah, he said he was unable to fulfill the appointment.
So when him available? You don't ask him when him available. For a face-to-face meeting.
Well, that's the next step now that we need to take right now.
Yeah, we'll take that step after a face-to-face meeting with the member of parliament. That is what you need to do.
Because right now we have over 50 students in training.
Terrible.
And we depend, they depend on hard
to deal with it.
And
all right. You hear me, bro? I have to leave, but you hear me, I say no. Try find a time to have a face-to-face meeting with the member of parliament and discuss it face-to-face. All right?
Yes, sir. All right, no problem.
And they can come back, call me and tell me about what happened again. All right, give thanks. Disciplined child, no on death row, serious thing. Them junior heartbreaking because we know it's a reality. Whole heap of youth born a disciplined child and then them end up in a prison. Why? System set up certain things that somehow we can't escape or somehow we don't intend to escape. You understand? So it is in the music. The message is in the music.
Take back your name and give I name. I and I don't want your name. Chinese name, Chin and Chung. Macintosh came from Scotland. Indian name, Raja and Gabaska. I'm sure Smith no come from Africa, oh no.
Yes. Time for the African names, them. Where, you know, years ago in the 90s, we used to give names. And we say, a whole lot of people have African names, you know, people over 20. If you're under 20, more than likely this is cutting edge program your parents listen to and get the name from. So we'll do it again in this time, yeah. Because we said very important that you can identify an African name with yourself and not just European names, you understand? So here we go. This is the boy's name, Abimbola. Abimbola, Abimbola. Abimbola means rich child. Rich child. Akoche. Akoche. A-K-U-C-H-I. Akoche means God is rich. God is rich. Ade. A-D-E, Ade. Means royal. Royal. Khalifa. K-A-L-I-F-A. Khalifa means holy. Holy. Girl's name. Adana. Adana. A-D-A-N-N-A. Adana. Means her father's daughter. Her father's daughter. Imani. I-M-A-N-I. Imani means faith. Faith. Aisha. Aisha. A-I-S-H-A. Aisha means lively woman. Lively woman. Aisha. Amina. A-M-I-N-A. Amina means trustworthy. Trustworthy. So those are the African names. Abimbola, male, rich child. Akoche, male, God is rich. Ade, A-D-E, royal. Khalifa, holy, K-A-L-I-F-A. Girls, Adana, Adanna. Adana means her father's daughter. Imani, Imani means faith. Aisha, Aisha, Aisha means lively woman. And Amani, Amina, means trustworthy. Take back your name and give you a full name. You know, people used to look on them television. People used to look on television, and when them say the actress them and them have a baby, them give them baby the name of an actress so them like. Yes, most of we get names from anything where your mother want like from white people. Them just give that. So we are try reverse the situation and I say, we are give a name where you go understand the meaning of the name, and the meaning of the name is very purposeful, meaning say, you know what it means, and it match the child character. It match the child's behavior. That is how Africans name them children. I want to tell you that in the Orthodox faith, all over where the Orthodox churches are, they celebrate something named Epiphany. Today, the 7th of January is Epiphany. Epiphany represents the time when the so-called wise men found Jesus Christ. Them call it Epiphany. It's not the day when them say Christ born, it's when he was found. And them get what you call it, open up the Gentiles or the whosoever them in them time there to this child. It is a feast of celebration. And as we say, it's the wise men them who got there according to the Bible and found him. And then they make it into a big thing. You know, on the 25th of December, the Western world celebrate the 25th of December as the day that he was born. Well, the Epiphany is the day when them find him. You know, them say he was born in a stable according to the fable, the story in the Bible. So you have a lot of people who celebrate it, and people in the Orthodox Church in Jamaica celebrate it. I don't celebrate it. I don't really celebrate it. I don't see why I should. I don't believe that this thing is real. I believe the COVID is real, but I don't celebrate Christmas nor the Epiphany. And I don't celebrate Rasmus either. Whatsoever they want to call it. This full name, Rasmus. Anyway, we just want to make you know that, which is a very important day to a whole heap of ones out there who believe in a Jesus Christus or Jesus Christ, depending on which part of the world you're there. You know? But we want to go back to Donald Trump. We want to go back to Donald Trump because Donald Trump is really an enigma in this thing at all. You know, when people start to idolize you and you become like it's like a cult following, and Donald Trump is one of them cult leader. Him reach the stage of cult leader because 70-odd million people in America vote for him. That is enough people, 70-odd million people. So if 70-odd people recognize Donald Trump and them will do what him say, if them say if him don't wear mask, them don't wear that mask. I hear them interview some people during the mask thing and them ask, so tell me something, if Donald Trump tell you to wear the mask, you wear it. Him say yes. Yes. If him say it, I will wear it. Anything when tell them to do, them will do it. Yesterday, him tell them, say, we are going to march on the Capitol. We are going to march on the Capitol. Him never march. When him done the rally, him gone at the White House. And when the news reporter them asked the people, them, so, did you see Donald Trump in the march? Them said, no. So the reporter said, well, you know, he wasn't in the march. Him said, no, I mean, he wasn't in the march. He told us that he was going to march. Them said, no, he's in the White House watching the proceedings. He was in the White House watching the proceedings. It's a serious thing. So when you start to put a man on a level where him said this and you do that, him said that and you don't do that, it reminds me of the Jim Jones. For those of you too young to know about Jim Jones. Jim Jones was a preacher, evangelist preacher, where have a compound in a Guyana. 300 people was on the compound. And them take poison and kill themselves. Him tell them to drink it. And them drink the poison and kill themselves. Can you imagine that 300 people take the poison and kill themselves? When you look at the evangelists them in America, them tell you, say, if you want your money grow, seed it, just put $100 and it will grow. And the $100 go to the evangelist and him buy a jet plane which costs $48 million and you still a walk at church or a take taxi go at church. You understand? And we see that all over the place. Anytime you start to put people on a level and make them tell you things. Yeah, them tell you things. Say this is that and this is that and this is not that. And now, whole heap of people, you remember all Charles Manson. As again, those of you too young to know Charles Manson. Charles Manson have a group of people that follow him. And him start kill them off. At least him make them start kill. Even a pregnant woman in the group, them kill her. And him start to believe, say, him have some powers. And you know them say him going to prison for years and then him start converting to Christianity. Him converted to Christianity after I'm responsible for the whole heap of death and destruction. And they have the brother in a Waco, or whatever them call it, David Courage. David Courage have a whole heap of young people and old people in a building. And him tell them, say, him is a returned Messiah. Him is a returned Messiah. And him start anything when him tell them to do, them do it. And the American government invade the compound and start fire shot and him start fire back shot and the place burned down and a whole heap of them dead. It's a weird thing. Anytime you start to have a cult leader who actually accept him culthood and then start to act upon it. And Donald Trump is one such cult leader. Because when you listen to the people them who have followed him, you remember when Donald Trump did say, if him shot somebody in the middle of Manhattan, nothing happen. Remember him did say that? Him say if him shoot somebody in the middle of Manhattan, nothing happen. And really and truly, we see so much things are going on right now. And most of it, nothing has happened. But we will see what happen still. We will see where the Republicans them are going to do. We will see what the Republicans them are going to do. You know, like the one we lead the madness yesterday. What name again? When we cuss him wife and cuss him everybody. That, in 2016, Donald Trump cuss him wife. I know Cruz, I Ted Cruz him name. Cuss him wife, cuss him everybody. And now Ted Cruz a lead something against the election for sure. You say it's necessary that them investigate. After it don't investigate 1, 2, 3, 4 times, many times, how much courthouse it going on, how much Supreme Court, almost 60 different lawsuits, and 59 of them get leaked. Them says them want to recount. They recount it 2 times, and it come. As a matter of fact, one time them count one of the ballot box. One time them count the ballot thing, and it come up 18 more votes. 18 more votes for Biden. So it's really a thing. And we're going to see where this Biden people are going to do now. And this lady where everybody feel good because she have her father come from Jamaica. That don't mean a thing to me at all. That don't mean a thing to me because she come from Jamaica. It don't mean that she's not carved and tailored into the American thinking because she is one of those who put young black men in prison for some little foolishness, mash up them life. So we're going to watch where we're going. America is America is America. The man called President Brown. We're there with you, you know. We're there with you. We're there with you. Right through. We still talk about the 200 guns that come into the island every month, according to the minister. How much of them gun them find so far? Last year him said that, or a year before last him said. Year before last him said 200 guns per month. You know how much people dead since him said that until now? And the crime rate is not going down. Crime rate is not going down. You understand? So we want to find out from him what the hell is happening. Because me inside Mr. Tufton, I deal with COVID. The COVID is just, well, I say just still, because 200 life is enough life to lose for a disease. I don't want to say that. But we just say it's 200 people dead from the COVID since March, when them really identified the first one. Since January, it's 1,000 odd people dead, murdered. 1,000 odd since January. I know it's another year we're gone in and we don't see it go down. And every year them I tell you about crime plan. And then you have the little people them round the corner that will call themselves opposition. You know, you're nothing about them again. Nothing about PNP again. Nothing. Them tired to oppose. They will oppose one another. That is what they do. They will oppose one another. So we ask the question, you know, what is going to happen? Are we going to just say live with this disease, this scourge? I'm not talking about the COVID. We are talking about the crime, the murder we are going in Jamaica. Land of food and water. We want to invite people come here every month for come spend a holiday. Jamaican people is murdering Jamaican people for foolishness too. And the gun them is coming in the island, not by the youth them. Not by the youth them. Big man who have gone $2 billion worth of cocaine found at the airport, $2 billion. May I tell you, man, $2 billion. Not to mention the one with them door fine.
Yeah. Blessed.
Yeah, man, Harry.
Blessed.
Blessed, man.
Yeah, blessed afternoon. I'm going to keep profit. May I say? I have a little concern in the motor, you know. And it's the youth, them, and the, eh?
We'll talk again.
No, I say I have a little concern.
Yeah.
About the youth, them, and where them education is concerned.
Okay.
First, may I tell you, I have a youth where I want youth me have. I'll get one youth me get. And I'm my mother and my father. Trust me.
Okay.
From my 6 weeks old. And we've been with him to right to high infant to primary right to. And now him pass to high school. And at the same time now, from them say school open the COVID, I'm a daft in a March. Him not get no formal education. Two times since him got the in pass the high school. At 2 times he get any farmer.
So what kind of work you do? What kind of work you do?
Well, no, I don't have a job, Muta. Trust me, I don't have a job.
So where do I do the day? Where do you do during the day? Where do you do the day?
Both farm and burn coal more time.
Then have to find some time another time left to help him still.
Yeah, they help him. Try to help him now. Now where him school work is concerned, when he used to go to primary school, me assist him mostly. Because now me kind of have little brain still, Me not really bright, Me not bright. Me not come from a bright
Okay.
But the little what me have.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. But now, firstly, him never have no this. I go to the ministry, and then say me write a letter. Write a letter. And when I take a stock, I know me can't get no response to the letter again. Me go to the ministry send me to his school. Go to his school, the school send me back to the ministry. I said they have me up and down. And now it not help you. No time at all. Since of December now, you get a device. Yeah.
You get a device? Hold on a minute. I think I get crazy around here. Oh.
Yeah, Muta.
Man. All right.
Yeah. Since of December, you get a device. And now, since today, in Chaifi, set it up where in primary school is concerned, because say no face-to-face class now go on.
Yeah.
To the administration of the high school where him really pass, them said only grade 11 will do face-to-face.
Yeah.
And now, him try to set up, me get a email address from the ministry for him special, because them say them do it. And now, him still can't get the Google Classroom for attain any farmer education. I remember from then say school are open. Officially school are open last year September. But unfortunately through COVID we can't see with that. It open October. Yes, me I say until October, November, December. 3 months. No, at 2 times I ever get any teaching from the school. Where school is concerned, Muta. Tell me if that's not bad. Hello? Muta?
I said, when them going to open? Well,
now, school open now. Where online is concerned, and the student them who are do second keep.
Yeah.
Which is I think a grade 11 or so, somewhere about there. Them supposed to do face-to-face where, as far to my knowledge, them supposed to do face-to-face where them go to a school, but no other grade under 11 must not come to the school where my son is concerned. I don't know if you know that.
Well, Bridget, a whole heap of people have your complaint, I don't know what to tell you, but a whole heap of people have your complaint. I see the COVID thing.
Me see.
Yeah, so them need to do something about it though, because them can't open the school still, Them can't open the school, them man.
Boy, me don't know.
Me no feel them should open the school, then.
You see me? But I tell you the truth, Muta. You see, when me see within myself, because you have to have an inner view, of the whole situation, No? You hear me?
Yeah, man. Me I hear you, man.
You have to have an inner view of the whole situation. And my inner view is that I be like them regard some gunman and prostitute and those people out of school.
Why you feel so?
My view.
Oh, no, but why you feel so prostitute and gunman at out of school?
Because now from then on, then I buckle down for teach the youth them, for get the youth them education. I can't see it another way and me not have no other option. You see what I say?
Yeah.
Me not have no other option to say anything else, because if me see where them them got to it because me as a parent, Muta, if me never interested, person me wouldn't go the Minister of Education. So no class. Because me that first thing I get stage right. Said them are big people and me afraid to go to them. I'm go to the latter in hand. Me do everything. Me get him school uniform, me pay him school fee. One parent, single parent from him a 6 weeks old Muta. Me have him. And now I'm 11-year-old. And me go to the latter and do everything for him, get him education.
Go back to school.
The government has stopped me Muta. I stop you. I don't know saying the government has stopped it, you know.
Yeah, well, the government. So I know, right? The government.
I know when me talk, say the government is like some people now want to hear say the government faulted. And
so who them say do it? The government are doing it, man.
You see me, I say?
Yeah. Them are not far right. Them have a way to do this thing, I know.
We like a mad people, them like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And them
I hear the plight. We have to move now, though. We have to move, yeah?
Yeah, man. Give thanks to life, man. I know.
Yeah, man.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, give thanks, you too.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Blessed.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello, Mr. Maker. How you doing?
Yes, sir.
Alice, you were talking to a virgin hour ago about an 11-year-old son.
Yeah. I'm doing everything to get them school and school now get ready.
Yeah, but why Mr. Muta don't tell them to go to ministry to get a tablet?
Them not get a tablet, man.
And go online.
Yeah, and everybody online, you know. And everybody have Wi-Fi, you know.
No, not everybody have Wi-Fi because right where we live now, and everybody have Wi-Fi. But what the people them do? The old one have Wi-Fi. Then check with the people them who have the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but if you live a place like me, where me live.
And they help them one another. Because
no, what may I say?
Right now,
if you live up, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
If you live a place like where me live, nobody know they have to share no Wi-Fi with you.
Me know where you live, man.
Yeah, but when I say everybody have that facility there where you can share with your neighbor. Where you have been around there, man. Me have dog and you have drunk crowd. Where you have?
Yeah, you see, in our we have Wi-Fi, you can put on service.
You tell people, you know, the man say him now work nowhere. You know, you say plant him and plant something. No, man, them need to do something about it, man. Them, brethren, where you have run at the back there? Oh, me have dog and you have drum crow. We have one around there.
I'm not about them. The only thing that told me they near the radio.
Then you turn down the radio, man.
All right, hold
on. I read that. I drum for that, man. Crow, chicken.
Yeah.
Anyway, me just say, me hear what you are saying, but the man making case, and him have a valid case. Them to fix the system, make the system work. The system not working. Them to fix the system. I just saw it go. We have to move. Yeah?
Yeah, but tell him, say, make him understand. Say,
He might hear you, man. He might hear you.
Yeah, make him understand and check the ministry.
Yeah, all right. But he have the tablet already. He have tablet already.
He say right in ministry and then go in ministry and then...
All right, me have to move. I say give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time, give thanks to the energy. As we said, this is the first program for the year. We have many more programs leave. And we hope that your day, the rest of what is left with it, will be wonderful. And we hope you'll be here with us next week on the cutting edge from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and then the stepping razor again on Thursday from 2 o'clock to 5:45.